All right, we're set and ready to go green. Off 4, we're underway. Well, the 22s are going to battle. 3 wide with the 23 is Sean Zemer opening lap. Nick Macklin going to take the lead down the back straightaway. Josh Heatherington taking a race to the inside. Chris Dick, Daryl Dick, Sean Zemer, the 22s, 23s. Look out, 3 wide. Wow. Daryl Dick, Chris Dick, Sean Zemer. Well, they're 5 wide. Wow, down the back straightaway. Macklin, Heatherington, Zemer, and Daryl Dick and Chris Dick is 23 is Sean Zemer spinning. Caution will come out. Seven remain. We're back underway. And the caution will come back out. Not sure, maybe Rick Isaacson didn't like the start. All right, green flag back out. We are back underway. Like we've lost the 22 at Chris Dick. That was debris on the speedway during our last yellow flag. So here we go. Back underway, Daryl Dick going to dive to the inside. They come down with lap number 2 to complete it. 6 remain. Macklin showing the way. Heatherington second, Daryl Dick third, Josh Griffith fourth, Zemer fifth. And the 23 at Jeff Watts will round him out. Down the back straightaway, Daryl Dick the second. Good battle for that third spot now. Josh Griffith in on Josh Heatherington, and Heatherington spinning. Caution out once again. In the field. He 1 of 2 tonight for the Street Sox, then the Pro Crate late models. Off 4, here we go. Down the back straightaway, Nick Macklin going to show the way. Daryl Dick going to look to his inside. Now jumps back to the outside. Here comes pressure from the 97 of Josh Griffith. They run down the front straightaway. Macklin for the books, 4 to go, shows the way. So halfway home here in Heat 1 as Nick Macklin continues to lead. We'll see if the Double Deuce can run him down. The What Up Dog, 22. He'll dive to the inside. A good side-by-side battle for the race lead all of a sudden. Daryl Dick going to step to the inside of 16. Nick Macklin, half a car length. Here comes Daryl Dick looking to win heat number 1. Possibly start up front in tonight's feature event. Macklin, Daryl Dick, Josh Griffith, Sean Zemer. Your top 4. Heatherington will round out your top 5. Down the back straightaway. Got a good battle now. Door to door for the race lead. Daryl Dick will work right in the middle of the speedway. Nick Macklin going to work the high side. 1 to go this time by at the line. They're about dead even. Too close to call. Again, Daryl Dick will work to the inside. 16 and Nick Macklin going to work to the outside. Macklin will show the way. Half a car length advantage. Daryl Dick will move up the track just a bit. Macklin on the high side. Checkered flag out. Your winner by a nose, Nick Macklin. Second will go to Daryl Dick. Third will go to Griffith. Fourth will go to Zemer. Fifth will go to Josh Heatherington. But a nice round of applause winning heat number 1. 16. Let's hear it for Nick Macklin. The driver out of Dwight, Illinois, the veteran Rick Thomas, not making the call for heat number 1 or heat number 2. Keller and Burbaum on the front row. We're underway. Burbaum going to slip up just a bit. Andrew Funk going to go to second. Here comes Andy Thompson, the Hickson engine, 6-3. It'll look to the inside of Dougie Burbaum for second. Now the caution will come out. And Rick Isaacson said no. Green flag, here we go. Again, good start for Ian Keller. The 23 of Andrew Funk again going to dive to the inside of Dougie Burbaum and sidestep him down the back straightaway. He's going to take second here in the opening lap. And they're hauling the mail here in heat number 2 down the front straightaway. Keller, Andrew Funk, 1-2. Burbaum third, Lehigh fourth, Thompson back to fifth. Andrew Funk going to look to the inside of Ian Keller. Keller going to hold him off. Burbaum in the 71. Good side-by-side battle. It'll be Darrell Lehigh in 71. Can't find a way by him. Back up front, Andrew Funk. Pressure in the 67 of Ian Keller. Drag race down the back straightaway. Half a car length. Here comes the 23A. Andrew Funk again out of the White, Illinois. Second, third, UMP National Points. You're looking at him down the front straightaway now. And just kind of set her in the corner there and just lay the wood to her down the back straightaway. Kind of get her turned over to the side, then just hit the gas and watch him hum off a 4 down the front straightaway, door to door. Get battle for the race lead. Here on Mud Boss Video. Ian Keller at 67, the 23 of Andrew Funk. Still side by side, a little contact maybe. As they work into 3, and they're going to work off of 4. Andrew Funk again a look to the inside. Keller right in the middle of the speedway. They work to the high side over here in 1 and 2. Burbaum remains third. Lehigh 4. Thompson 5th. Back through the pack there. Keller to the high side. Andrew Funk going to work in the middle of the speedway. Can't find a way by now. Keller is showing a little smoke. They might have a right rear tire going down. I believe that's the problem. And right rear tire might be going down to the 67. Here comes Andrew Funk all of a sudden. Keller going to drift high. Andrew Funk going to drift low. Has a tire problem in the right rear. Maybe just a rub. 1 to go. We'll see if it'll hold up for 1 more quarter of a mile down the back straightaway. And it will not. It goes flat. Andrew Funk going to go by. Oh, the tire going down the right rear of Ian Keller as Andrew Funk's going to come down and win. Heat number 2. Keller's going to shred a right rear but come home second. Burbaum third. Lehigh fourth. And Andy Thompson fifth. Oh, heartbreak for the 67. The right rear Hoosier lasted 7 1/4 lap. Not quite 8. And it gives the lead the win in 23A. But a nice round of applause out of Dwight, Illinois. Andrew Funk. Troy Overstreet in 12. 6P Jose Parga. Ought to be a good one. Keep your eyes on him. Half of 12 is 6. Here we go. Well, Parker can hit the whole shot. We'll see if Rick Isaacson lets it hold up down the back straightaway. Problems for Eric Wilson in 46. It's not gonna. Either way, Eric Wilson will bring out a yellow. Here we go, green flag back out, heat number 1. Parker going to show the way down the back straightaway. Troy Overstreet, the caution is out. Caution will come back out. Jose Parga jumped the start there. The 46 of Eric Wilson. Comedy hour as well as they work off of turn number 4. Heat 1 for the crates. Uh-oh. And Overstreet's kind of, well, we're going to let it go now. Here we go. Overstreet going to dive to the inside. Parker to the outside. Lap number 1's going to go to Troy Overstreet. Say it's Jose Parga now. Yeah, he washes up the speedway. Overstreet going to take the race lead. Parga back to second. Here comes Giannetti in 17. Giannetti looking to his inside. Good battle for second here in lap number 2. 2 in a book, 6 to go. Troy Overstreet in 12. Fast down the back straightaway. Parga trying to regroup and run him down. Parga second, third Giannetti, fourth Eric Wilson, fifth Jim Bailey, sixth is the 7 of Christian Davis, and rounded him out is the 83 of Brian Wilson. Picking him up, putting him down, 4 up, 4 down. Halfway home, heat number 1. Overstreet showing away, Parga second. Down the back straightaway they go. Bill Giannetti going to dive to the inside. Can't make anything happen as Parga continues to run second. Overstreet, the class of the field here tonight. Your fastest qualifier. Now walking away here in heat number 1. Parga second. Giannetti third. Fourth Wilson. Fifth Bailey. All cars transfer to the A main. 2 to go. White flag the next time. White flag, 1 to go. Overstreet running away with it. Parga second, Giannetti third. Final time off for your winner, Troy Overstreet. Second to go to Parga. Third to Giannetti. Fourth going to go to 46, Eric Wilson. Fifth will go to Jim Bailey. Sixth will go to the 7. Problems 4. Brian Wilson, so the 7 of Christian Davis. And then the 83 of Brian Wilson. How about a nice round of applause? Your fast qualifier now winning heat number 1. Let's hear it for Troy Overstreet in 12. On the pole, heat number 1 made up the inside rows. Heat number 2 going to make up the outside rows. The winner going to start outside front row of the feature. So here we go. A.J. May going to jump out to the race lead. Logan Moody second. Dakota Ewing third. Marlowe and Byler going to battle side by side here in the opening lap. David Marlowe going to drive to the inside of Byler. Good battle for that 5th spot. Opening lap, give it to Marlowe. Check that 4th spot. So Marlowe to 4th, looking sporty here. Dakota Ewing third. Logan Moody second. A.J. May and A9 showing the way. Oh, and Dakota Ewing slips up. Here comes Marlowe. Here comes Byler now. 3-car battle for that 3rd spot. Oh, and Marlowe hard into the wall over in turn number 4. Slap the concrete. He'll continue on. As Dakota Ewing and Bobby Byler going to battle down the back straightaway. Dakota Ewing just about up off the back straightaway. That's about over that 3rd spot. Give it to Bobby Byler. So Byler to 3rd. Dakota Ewing back to 4th. Marlowe round out your top 5. Picking him up, putting him down here in heat number 2 is A.J. May. Shows the way. Now we got some cars sideways. Over off at turn number 2. Look out, A.J. May and A9. And the 162 of Logan Moody will avoid the 75. Actually, the M14 of David Marlowe spun off at turn number 2. There we go, A.J. May. Can he hold on? 162 of Logan Moody trying to run him down. Your winner's going to start on the front row with Troy Overstreet. Off of 4, green flag from Rick Isaacson, and we are back underway. Again, Logan Moody going to dive to the inside, but May going to drive away from it down the back straightaway. Byler in 26 and the 77 to Dakota Ewing. A good battle for that 3rd spot. Side by side, good battle for 3rd. It'll give Byler over the 77 to Dakota Ewing. Now Logan Moody in on A.J. May, but May going to pull him down the back straightaway. Again, a good battle for 3rd. Here comes David Marlowe trying to join that duo. For the 3rd spot, white flags out, 1 to go. As Dakota Ewing will go to work on Bobby Byler again for that 3rd spot. Ewing going to dive to the inside. Byler going to hold him off. Meanwhile, into 3 and off of turn 4. Leads wire to wire, starting on the front row. Winning heat number 2, A.J. May. Moody will come home 2nd. 3rd will go to Byler. 4th, Dakota Ewing. 5th, David Marlowe. 6th, the Shane Pyatt. How about a nice round of applause winning heat number 2, starting on the front row tonight's feature event in A9. Let's hear it for A.J. May. So here we go. Here the drivers. 21 going to be Brendan Raymer. In the 19, that'll be Jim Beattie. In the 621, that'll be Steve Schwimlin out of Mendota, Illinois. In the 51, that is David Moore out of Lamoille. 58 was very fast. That was Matt Raymer. That driver's out of Mendota, Illinois. In the 58 and the 44, that is Keith Lucas out of Princeton, Illinois. So bear with me here. I'm going to learn them as we go. The 21 of Brendan Raymer on the front row out of Mendota, Illinois. Along with the 19 of Jim Beattie out of Mendota as well. Side by side, greens up, 8 laps. Here come the Illinois Vintage Racing Series. Brendan Raymer going to jump out to the race lead. The fabulous Hudson Hornet going to try to run him down in the 51 of David Moore. And a driver to keep your eye on as well as that 58. That's another one of those Raymer drivers. That'll be Matt Raymer out of Mendota as well. So the 51 going to take the race lead. It'll be David Moore out of Lamoille, Illinois, the fabulous Hudson Hornet. On the back straightaway, but here comes Raymer. That is Matt Raymer out of Mendota, Illinois, in the 58, working the high side. 2 by 2. Good racing action. Here comes the 19 as well. It'll be Jim Beattie. So a couple of Mendota drivers there in the 21. It'll be Brendan Raymer. So Matt Raymer now to 2nd. Brendan Raymer 3rd. We could be having a changing of the guards up front as here comes the 58 of Matt Raymer in on the 51 of David Moore. Down the back straightaway, look out, the fabulous Hudson Hornet. A little high, wide, and handsome of David Moore, but here comes the 58 of Matt Raymer again. A good battle for the race lead down the front straightaway. David Moore shows the way. Matt Raymer second. The driver now all the way up to third is the 44, Keith Lucas out of Princeton, Illinois. Good run for him as he's come from the tail. Battle up front. Here comes Matt Raymer to the inside. And David Moore, 3 to go. Make it 2 the next time. Out of the back straightaway, Matt Raymer going to run to the inside of David Moore. Side by side, good racing action here in the Vintage Racing Series. Side by side again as they work off 4 more, going to hold the spot. It's allowing Keith Lucas to gather them in. Matt Raymer in 58. David Moore shows the way, but here comes the 44, Keith Lucas out of Princeton, Illinois, looking to make it a 3-car battle for the top spot. They're going to come down to the white flag, 1 to go. Can David Moore hold back Matt Raymer down to the inside, door to door for the race lead down the back straightaway? Here comes a fabulous Hudson Hornet. Cheer him on, race fans. 51 David Moore, 58 Matt Raymer to the stripe. A photo finish at the line here. Winner's gonna be, wow, 51 of David Moore, I believe, got him. Well, there you go. Your winner in the number 51, the Doc Hudson's fabulous Hudson Hornet. Give him a round of applause. Driver's name is David Moore out of Lemoyne, Illinois. All right. Good run for the 58 of Matt Raymer, and a good run for the 44 of Keith Lucas, who came all the way from the tail. So the fabulous Hudson Hornet wins heat number 1. In the 51, that'll be David Moore. Congratulations out of Lemoyne, Illinois. The Double J Photography will get his picture. The 95, that is John Ryan out of Lemoyne, Illinois. In the 62, that is Justin Rutledge out of Princeton, Illinois. In the 57, I believe that's a Hamburg, if my mind, Andrew Hamburg out of Dixon, Illinois. In the 27, that is Randy Lucas out of Princeton, Illinois. In the 42, that is John Powell out of Springfield. In the 47, that is James Landis out of Oriana. Going to show the way. That'll be Justin Rutledge, along with the 95 and John Ryan. Here we go. Down the back straightaway they go. Oh my, these guys ain't messing around either. Oh, the caution will come out. Well, Rick Eisenson, even the vintage class got to play by the rules as well. Dictatorship there at the flag stand. The 62 again at Justin Rutledge. Alongside the Lightning McQueen, John Ryan. Here we go. Good, we have Lightning McQueen and Doc Hudson on the front row tonight. Wouldn't that be something? Down the back straightaway, Rutledge and Lucas get a battle side by side. Or excuse me, John Ryan in the 95 of the 62. As John Ryan takes the lead. Rutledge second. Hamburg third. Fourth is the 47 of James Landis. Landis on the move in the white 47, working that high line. Showing the way is the 95 of John Ryan. Justin Rutledge trying to run him down. Problems for Hamburg at 57. As the caution will come out. Caution out. Here. That'd be pretty cool. John Ryan showing the way. Here we go. Hamburg at 57 was the spinner, but they said the Landis 47 got into him. Here we go. We're back underway. Illinois Vintage Racing Series. Oh, problems down the back straightaway with one of the drivers as a battle for the race lead. Lightning McQueen slips up. Here comes the 62 now. Justin Rutledge going to look for the lead, and all of a sudden here on the restart, we got racing action. Down the back straightaway, now problems on the 95 of John Ryan. As a 62 will take over the lead, that'll be Justin Rutledge. In the 42 of John Powell second. Good battle for that third spot is the 57 of Hamburg and the 95 of John Ryan. Not sure if Ryan's got a tire going down or something. Problems on the 95. Here comes the 47 of James Landis. Right behind him. And the 28 of Ron Wilson. Down the back straightaway, it's all 62. Justin Rutledge That driver out of Princeton, Illinois, showing the way, and he spins out over in turns 3 and 4, and the caution comes out. Wow, well, so a couple of cautions here, but that one could have got ugly. Yes, here we go. Powell showing the way. That'll be John Powell at 42. 57 of Andrew Hamburg trying to run him down the drive to Dixon, Illinois, down the back straightaway. Look out. And here we go. We'll throw vintage out the window. These drivers are getting after it. Fragile, I think not. As the 42 still showing away of John Powell. Hamburg all over him. And they almost touch. Here comes Landis in 47 to that third spot. Hamburg going to throw a slide job at him here on the final lap. It's not going to be enough. Your winner out of Springfield, John Powell. Hamburg will come home second. Landis third. Fourth to Ron Wilson. And fifth is the 62, Justin Rutledge. How about a nice round of applause? He's got a cheering committee here tonight out of Springfield, Illinois. Where's all my John Powell fans at? All right, so not sure how they do it in the Illinois Vintage Racing Series, but hopefully he'll be starting up front here. Here we go. Down the back straightaway, the modifieds will come to full song. They're going to go 3 wide for the race lead. Brooksy's showing the way. Cash second, 96 of Mike McKinney third. Dave Crowley Jr. slips up in the bottom. So does the 53 of Brian Clinton. And so the 16 of Nick Luth looking to go back and side by side battle for the 5th spot. Back up front, Brooksy show the way. Cash second, McKinney third. Mike McKinney down the back straightaway, going to work on 13 of Lucas Gash. And Gash up there to greet him. McKinney trying to drive around the outside of him, looking to get the job done here in the front straightaway. Now going to work over to turns 1 and 2. The dirt track and app. Elite Chassis 96M flirting with disaster out there on the high side. But he's going to make the pass on the BNS 13. So McKinney now to second. Driver out of New Lenox, Illinois. And the Rocket by Roman 5. Stephen Brooks showing the way. McKinney to second. Gash third. And the 37 of Dave Crowley Jr. going to throw a slide job with the 13 of Lucas Gash. Can he pull it off of 4? They're not even. Good battle for third. And Crowley Jr. going to work to the inside. Gash to the outside. So Crowley Jr. now to third. Gash back to fourth. Fifth is Nick Luth. Stephen Brooks looking to start on the pole here tonight. McKinney second. Crowley third. Fourth Gash. Fifth Nick Luth. Car pulling in the infield, 1 to go. Final time in convincing fashion. Down the back straightaway. Looking to go back-to-back here at Farmer City's fastest qualifier. Wins heat number 1. I'm on it for Stephen Brooks. McKinney second. Crowley Jr. third. Fourth Gash. Fifth Luth. Sixth will be Brian Clinton. And seventh will go to 0. Of Travis Kaler. 7 of Matt Meyer pulled there to the infield about 3 laps ago. So problems on the 7, the driver to Thomasboro. Your winner once again, feature winner a week ago, looking to go 2 for 2, back-to-back. Camp on it out of New Lenox, Illinois. Let's hear it for Brooksy. Stephen Brooks, your winner. Pick a favorite to cheer him on, Jeff Lika, the 18 of Jeffrey Ledford. Side by side, green's out, here we go. Jeffrey Ledford going to swing to the outside. Jeff Lika's there to cut him off, nose to tail down the back straightaway. Now Ledford going to dive to the inside, a slide job on the veteran Jeff Lika. Thought different of it, now going to work to the inside, gets side by side battle at the line, Lika by nose. And he's going to roll all the way to the bottom and take the race lead away from the 18 of Jeffrey Ledford. See if Ledford can battle back. Jacob Poole third, Justin Lika fourth, 292. Josh Allen rounds out your top 5. They're working inside out. That momentum line for the 3L of Jeff Lika. Ledford runs second, third Poole, fourth Justin Lika, fifth Bobby Allen. Good battle for that second spot. Here comes the 82 of Jacob Poole now. Poole going to dive to the inside. The 18 of Jeffrey Ledford back to third. Jacob Poole now to second. Ledford back to third. So Jacob Poole taking notes, watching Jeff Lika, as here comes the Spring Lake, Michigan driver. Trying to use the same line as the 3L of Jeff Lika. Down the back straightaway, Poole now to second. Ledford third. Fourth, Lika. Fifth, Josh Allen. Sixth is Obamar. Good battle for seventh. Side by side will be the 94 of Matt Cooper. And the 57 of Mark Grosvenor. Good side-by-side battle still down the front straightaway. Grosvenor and Matt Cooper battle it out side-by-side. Cooper going to win that battle. One to go for Jeff Lika. Jacob Poole looking to start fourth. Jeffrey Ledford looking to start sixth in the ninth feature event. They run 1, 2, 3. 11-time champion out of Buffalo, Illinois in the Lika Tree Service. Impressive. Mullins Power 3 for Jeff Lika. Poole second, third to Ledford, fourth to Justin Lika, fifth to Bobby Allen, sixth to Rory Obamar, seventh goes to Matt Cooper, and rounding him out is the 57 of Mark Grosvenor. Well, no surprise here, starting on the front row, winning heat number 2, but a nice round of applause in 3L. Let's hear it for Jeff Lika. 8 laps of distance. Winner going to start on the pole. Here we go. Curtis Hobbs, 8 of them down and dirty. And Joe Harlan can fire anytime after that first white line. The Spatola tried to sidestep him there. When Harlan goes, the rest of the field follows. And here we go. Yeah, those drivers will dive to the inside. Kevin Weaver going to take the race lead on the back straightaway. We'll say green. Harlan going to dive to the inside. Weaver going to blister the cushion. Lap number 1. Give it to Kevin Weaver. Harlan second. Glasscock third. Harlan again over to the inside. Here comes the Longhorn Z out of El Paso, Illinois. Trying to run down Kevin Weaver. Good battle up front. Weaver, Harlan, Glasscock, Spatola, and the 77 of Jay Morris now. Morris going to dive to the inside. Spatola to the outside. A good battle for the fourth spot. Oh, they make contact down the back straightaway. 77 of Jay Morris, the 89 of Mike Spatola. Heavy contact, and Spatola's on fire in the infield. And we'll stay green as Kevin Weaver still continues to show the way. But here comes Joe Harlan now. Harlan in on your race leader. 4 in the books, 4 to go. Harlan going to look for the race lead. Weaver going to hold him off. Down the back straightaway to be Weaver, Harlan, Glasscock. In the 77 of Jay Morris. Weaver going to look to the inside. The Weaver going to start on the pole. Joe Harlan looking good here tonight. Can he get her done? 2 to go. Down the back straightaway. The Longhorn Z and the B12. A couple of veterans battle it out. Former Pappy and Bob Allen Memorial winners track race off of 4. 2 to go. Kevin Weaver and Joe Harlan muscling these 800 horsepower machines around this fast quarter mile here tonight. Weaver showing the way. But the younger Joe Harlan going to look for the race lead down the front straightaway. 1 to go. Again, Weaver in the middle. Harlan on the bottom. Oh, and he slips up just a bit. Weaver going to show the way. One final go at him over at 3 and 4. They work into 3. And off of 4, winning heat number 1. Kevin Weaver. Harlan second. Third to Glasscock. Fourth to the 77 of Jay Morris. Fifth, they'll go to Randy Manos. And sixth, they'll go to Jeff Riddell. Seventh, they'll go to the 53 of Curtis Hobbs. So him and Jay Morris may be making contact, not sure. But then a fire erupted, not sure if maybe an oil line came off on that 89 machine, but he's got problems in that 89. And we'll see if they could get her put back together. 12 of Jason Wagner. 8 laps of distance. As they put some water on the little precipitation on the back there. Keep the dust down as the cars pull off the speedway. We'll try it again. The veteran out of Shirley, Illinois in the Bob Pierce race car. Good to see Randy Courtney back here at the quarter mile, turning some wrenches there in the 9. The 10 of Scott Schmidt. We'll see how he can do as well in that 10. 42-year winner, 2 weeks in a row, looking for 3 in a row His 8th feature win overall. Your current UMP national point leader is the 42 McKay Winger. We'll find out Heat 2. Here we go. As the caution out, not for your front row starters, but for the 88S of Alan Stipp. And Alan Stipp passed. All right, here we go. E2 is officially underway. Hot and heavy here tonight at Farmer City down the back straightaway. Scott Schmidt going to take the race lead. Schmidt in 10, 9 of Eric Smith. Oh, and caution is out. Not sure what this time for. So Eric Smith, you see the white starting line is where he's supposed to start. Right about there. Go. Good. We're underway. So Scott Schmidt going to jump out to the race lead. Eric Smith second. Look out. Battle for third. McKay Winger. Jason Wagner comes. The 10 of Paul Parker. Woo, my, there. Slicing and dicing over there is Wagner in the J12 with some problems. As McKay Winger going to go to third. Wagner back to fourth. Paul Parker fifth. Scott Schmidt going to jump out to the race lead. Eric Smith second. Oh, and Eric Smith in trouble on the front straightaway. Down the back straightaway, Scott Schmidt going to show the way. Winger second, Wagner third, fourth, Paul Parker. And a Winger way up the hill as he tries to dial in the 10. Here he comes, McKay Winger in 42 out of Fairbury. Blistering the top side down the back straightaway. Scott Schmidt again will dive to the inside, Winger to the outside, drag race off at turn number 4, McKay Winger. The Reaper smelling blood in the quarter mile. Going to look for the lead. Schmidt there to cut him off. Winger now going to dive to the inside. A slide job from McKay Winger. And Scott Schmidt there to greet him. They'll work side by side off at turn number 4. And Scott Schmidt going to show the way. Now going to dive back to the inside. Winger still second. The veteran Scott Schmidt out of Tonica trying to outrace the 42 here for the race lead. Wow, Schmidt and Winger exchange blows. 2 to go this time by. Schmidt trying to hold off McKay. McKay again to try to gather him in on the high side down the front back straightaway. They'll come down to Rick Isaacson's white flag. Winger throwing caution to the wind as he works off a 4. Scott Schmidt showing the way. Winger again second. What a battle for the race lead. Scott Schmidt slips up down the back straightaway. Here comes McKay Winger. One final go at him. Schmidt to the inside. Winger to the outside. Final time. Into 3 and off of 4. Scott Schmidt your winner. McKay Winger will come home second. Third will go to the 12 of Wagner. Fourth, they'll go to Paul Parker. Fifth, they'll go to Alan Stipp. Well, he turns back the challenges of the Reaper. McKay Winger comes home second. Your winner out of Tonica, Illinois in 10. How about a nice round of applause for Scott Schmidt. So tonight, heat number 1's underway. Quickly the race lead's going to be the 83. Dallas looking to show the way. 24 Dallas Strock, the 2 of Deion Smith. Here in heat number 1, Dallas Strock in 24. Going to look for the race lead. Good battle with the 83. Here comes the 40 of Adam Webb. Adam Webb in 40, winning 3 features in a row here at the Farmer City Raceway. Going to work all the way around the high side. Look out for Deion Smith. Now bumper to bumper down the front straightaway. That's a battle for third. Side by side, Dallas Strock. Now they're 3 wide for the third spot. Adam Webb, Deion Smith, and here comes the 911 of Brad Rexroad. Brad Rexroad at 911. Adam Webb, again, passing points here tonight. The more cars you pass and the higher you finish, the more points you will acquire. Showing the way is the 83 Machine of Dallas Lug. But Dallas Strock now takes the race lead. So pair of Dallas is battle for the top spot. But Adam Webb in 40 looking to spin a web of doom over them. Down the back straightaway. 24, 83, 40, your top 3. They put a lap on the 79 of Thomas Alexander. They'll come down to the white flag. Want to go. Can The 40 of Adam Webb get it done. Can Dallas Strock hold on? Dallas in second. Adam Webb will look to the inside of the 83 of Dallas Luck. Down the back straightaway, final time. Into 3 and off of 4. Your winner, heat number 124. Dallas Strock gets the job done. Dallas Luck second, third to Adam Webb. Fourth to 911 Brand Rexroad. Fifth to the 13 of David Larritzen. Fourth, they'll go to the 2 of Deion Smith, or fifth, excuse me. And sixth to 79 of Thomas Alexander. So there's how they finished. 24, your winner. How about a nice round of applause for Dallas Strock? So, Hornet heat number 2, green flag, here we go. 9 of Brian Devers, Balthasar in the 12, 33 Jeremy Reed, and the 43 of Jake Mopper, 2 by 2 down the back straightaway, heat number 2. And Brian Devers in 9. Gonna go after the 33 of Jeremy Reed is Balthasar on the outside. Comes Jake Mopper in the 43. All-star lineup here in heat number 2 down the back straightaway. Jeremy Reed going to show the way. Balthasar second. Brian Devers third. And here comes Jake Mopfer in 43 looking on the high side. Good racing action here in Hornet heat number 2. Brian Devers going to lean on Balthasar for the second spot. Can't get the job done. Now Mopper going to jump to the outside. Bumper to bumper with the 9 of Brian Devers. Brian Devers in. Oh, and a car spinning. Looks like he lost the tire in the 43 of Jake Mopper. And I believe that's a tire heading. Look out, backstretch. Coming at you. Heads up. And it's into the guardrail, off the guardrail, and coming to a stop. I believe the tire, I can't quite see that far, but I believe the tire laying there on the horse track. Again, a Matthew Balthasar and the 9 of Brian Devers. Green back out, back underway here in the Hornet Special. 9 of Brian Devers, bumper to bumper with Balthasar in the 12 down the back straightaway. Jeremy Reed looking to win heat number 2 here tonight in the 4-cylinder division. $300 on the line. Reed out of Decatur, Illinois, showing the way. Balthasar second. Third is the 9 of Brian Devers. White flag out, one to go. Ooh, and the 12 of Balthasar in on hot and heavy over there in turn number 2. About got a piece of Reed. About spelled impending doom, but Reed out of Decatur going to hold him off and winning number 2, Jeremy Reed. Nathan Balthasar comes home second. Third, they'll go to the 9 of Brian Devers. Fourth, they'll go to the 49 of Brett Ragan. And fifth, they'll go to the 25 of Caleb Branch. Well, there you go. Your winner out of Decatur, Illinois. But a nice round of applause in the 33 of race fans for Jeremy Reed. Final heat race of the evening. Then we'll draw a 50-50 ticket. And we're going to interview a couple of, I'm not sure if they're going to scratch the surface of the racetrack or not. So, final Hornet heat race, ready to go. Off 4, greens out. Here we go. Thank you. You too. So, Hornet heat race is underway. Devin Burton going to jump to the race lead. 1A Bob Althouse is going to run second. And we got a bumper dragging or something dragging behind the D22 at Evan Burton. Good battle. Here comes Balthasar. That'll be Michael Balthasar. Gonna go to the second spot, but Alltown's gonna come back at him on the high side as they work off at turn number 4. Balthasar gonna hold up for second. Old House third. Sainer. Good run. He's come to fourth, and rounding him out will be the N1 of Robert Nace. Running in that fifth spot. Now battle for the race lead. Michael Balthasar trying to hold on, and he's going to get the job done and take the race lead. So he started back in the fifth spot. He's worked his way to the lead halfway through this one. Michael Balthasar pulling away down the back straightaway. Devin Burton second. Alltown's third. Fourth, Sainer. That's your running order. 2 to go this time by. 4 in the books. 2 to go. Final heat race of the evening. Again, down the back straightaway as he works into 3 and off of 4. Michael Balthasar with the white rag in hand from Rick Isaacson. 1 to go. Devin Burton second. Alltown third. Sainer fourth. And Robert Nace in the N1. The 147 of Cal Deering and the 9Y of Adam Rhodes. Final time into 3 and off of 4. Winning heat number 3 here tonight. How about a nice round of applause for Michael Balthasar? How about a nice round of applause? He wins heat number 3 here tonight, race fans. How about putting your hands together? Winner of heat number 3, let's hear it for Michael Balthasar. Well, down here, I tell you what, Greg, what an honor. You get to take this car around. I know you were in Fairbury a couple of weeks ago, and you get to honor Marlon, of course, Marlon Ribbit. Talk about him and talk about everything you guys do with this race car.
Well, Dad raced this car in the area in the mid-'60s, and he found this in a corn crib in '96. Him and Gunner restored it. And I'm having a ball taking it out in his honor and letting everybody see what the car was like back in the day.
So this is a beautiful rail car, correct?
Yes, sir. It's actually super modified, but they had it at a rail class at Fairbury, so it goes either way.
So it's pretty cool. It's pretty cool to see, too, and we're not going to point him out, but there's another driver here tonight as well. You pointed out. Everybody remembers the 33, correct? Yep, Jeff Riblett. Jeff Riblett here tonight as well.
There, yep, he's sitting right up there. He came to support Dad and myself, and glad to have him.
Well, it's awesome you guys are here. This is a beautiful machine. Thanks for coming out here tonight.
Thanks, Mike.
There you go. Give Mr. Riblett a round of applause in the Marlon Riblett tribute car. Big thumbs up to them. We're going to go down and talk to Sammy Lee. Also, the 89 Jack Tyne car here tonight. Jack's daughter's husband is driving that 89 car here tonight. The Schroeder Firestone, Pontiac, Illinois. Fosdick Poultry, former track champion many times over at the Fairbury American Legion Speedway, 89 Jack Tyne. And out on Route 66, Joe's Garage. Doug. I want to keep saying Joe. It's Doug.
That's my son. Doug Morris.
And Doug Morris is here, Joe's Garage, Route 66. There in Pontiac, Illinois. I've been telling the folks, Towanda, Illinois. Well, I saw Pontiac there. Towanda, Illinois. This kind of impromptu. At Towanda, Illinois, Joe's Garage. And I was telling the folks earlier, I got to go through there and last fall, and I'm telling you what, it is absolutely amazing, the stuff that you guys, for all the older, the younger, the new race fan, it doesn't matter. You need to go check it out.
Thank you. The whole idea was to give all the racers from yesteryear, give them a chance again to be recognized, and, Sam and Greg and Bill Krieghauser and people like that are the ones that make it the way it is, and I'm just blessed with a lot of good friends. That's basically what it is.
Well, you've put together, we got, like I said, there was door panels, there's memorabilia, some of the stuff from Santa Fe, there's Macon, there was a racetrack in El Paso, Illinois I had to know about, so, I mean, You got a date coming up in November, an open house for the people to come check it out.
November 6th. And we're having a flea market on July 4th, so if somebody wants to come by that day, they can come by and take a look, and if they want to buy something, please come and buy as much as you can. So.
Well, there you go. So he'll be open July 4th, if not, in November 6th. They also now have a Facebook.
It's Facebook, Joe's Garage, and then also a website, joesgarage66.com.
Oh, there you go. Give those folks a round of applause. He is the reason that all these vintage cars are here tonight, you see on the front straightaway. And how about a nice round of applause back in his green weenie? How about a 1975 track champion in the 6-cylinder division, the green weenie, Sammy Lee. Well, Sammy, it's pretty awesome. I get to talk to you on occasion at Fairbury and, of course, now here at Farmer City. How fun is this?
Great. It's great.
I tell you what, back in 1975, you said you won this track championship, the Fairbury American Legion Speedway Track Championship. Who were some of the guys you used to battle with back in the day?
Jim Horry, Ronnie Starks, the Wright brothers out of Danville, Cary.
Well, it's pretty cool how you guys get to keep up this history.
Snooky Dim.
Snooky Dame, part of that 6-cylinder campaign as well. Snooky, still going as we know there at Fairbury, but how much fun is this to you? How rewarding is it to bring can you tell us anything about the car or any of the restoration on it?
Bill Kreckhauser did all the restoration on it. He got the car and restored it. He actually built the car to start with. So,
kind of an interesting story. Where did they find the car?
It was over at Meadows. Been over there for like 20 years in the backyard. So.
Wow, in Meadows for 20 years in the backyard, they restore it, and here it is. It looks beautiful.
Yeah, it does.
Well, there you go. We are so happy to have you here tonight, Sammy. It's an honor. I get to speak with you every Saturday, I know, but Jim did that awesome book, The History of the Fairbury American Legion Speedway. A lot of your history, these guys' history is in that book, so please make sure and check that out, Sammy. It's an honor to be here tonight with you.
Thank you. Thank you very much.
How about it for the green weenie, Sammy Lee?
And remember, folks, the announcer is always thirsty.
Well, there you go. One of my good friends. Better now. How about a nice round of applause? The green weenie, Sammy Lee, for being here with us tonight.
This here's the owner of this one here. This is Gary Renfro, and then he's got a friend driving.
I'm going to put these on the track for a couple laps.
Yeah. Also here tonight, race fans, in the Jerry Renfro vintage car, Terry Renfro, car owner, and the J. Renfro. Give these guys a round of applause in the restored 44. And the Renfro Garage. How about a nice round of applause for Jerry and the J. Renfro 44 tribute car. Looking good as well. These beautiful machines. We're going to fire them up. They're going to make a few laps around the track here for you. So if you want to get your cameras, you are more than welcome to come through the gate and at least come out on the, please stay behind the guardrail. But if you want to come through the gate and come out to the guardrail, you are more than welcome. And again, thanks for coming out here on Vintage Night. We're going to fire them up. And we're going to have a couple of parade laps. Again, Joe's Garage, Route 66, Towanda, Illinois. Once again, Route 66 in Towanda, next to Kicks. So, again, please stop and see Joe's Garage, Route 66, Renfro. And Terry, tell us a little bit about this hot rod out here on the front straightaway.
Started racing that car in 1968. Ran Boswell, Indiana. I've been Jacksonville, Peoria, everywhere. I used to race here. I used to race a 33 car and a number 44 car.
Well, there you go. We appreciate you coming back. How awesome is it to see it back here here on the Speedway?
Great, great. That's Marty Heiser's in it. He wouldn't let me in my car.
Well, I saw him in there, and he walked out there, and he said, well, I don't know.
I raced against Marty for years, and we razz each other all the time.
Well, it's good to have you back here at the quarter mile. Some memories you could share with us before we get this parade started?
Memories. I remember one time we was towing this on the ground, and a 53 Ford, and blew up, and I got in that car, pushed it all the way up the hill. It's New Salem, blew the troll truck up. Of course, that day Art Zellers was driving for me. He was great. Anyway, Art ran fourth in the feature. He said, that clutch is slipping. And my dad, I thought we was done for the night. He said, no, we ain't kidding. Jacked that thing up, put washers in between the housing and that. Art went out and ran second in the feature. Art Zellers was great.
Well, that's
I ran here when Jungle Jim was, I think, flagging that night.
so some pretty cool vintage memories and over the years, and some good stories, at least here at the Farmer City Raceway. So it's glad to have you guys back. Vintage nights. You see any of your friends that obviously used to race here, but any of the other guys?
Yeah, people know me, I guess. They're supposed to put me in the Hall of Fame in Jacksonville. I run a lot of features over there.
Well, I tell you what, it's good to have you, Terry. We wish you the best of luck.
I'll tell you what, Shahanes was a track to be on a Sunday night. I won 9 features over there one year and didn't win the points.
Wow. Well, there you go. How about a nice round of applause? Terry Renfro for being with us here tonight. Drove that 44 machine. As they finish up some track work, we'll do a quick parade lap, and then we'll roll our features out here tonight. I believe street stocks will be up here first tonight. But again, a nice round of applause. All these drivers. Lynn Wilson, the 44. I didn't get a chance to interview him, but and the 89 of Jack Tyne, of course. Jack and Steve Tyne, again, Jack's daughter's husband, helping us out, bringing that 89 machine here tonight. Jack winning many track championships. And the 44, the Janes and Adams Chevrolet 44, Lynn Wilson tribute. Beautiful looking car there as well. So some great history and some great cars here tonight. Again, a good chance. Glad to talk to the Green Weenie Sammy Lee and Mr. Terry Renfro here tonight as well. So Illinois Vintage Racing Series, check them out online. We'll do a parade lap, and then we'll send the features City Raceway. Out. Again, we'll see if we get them bunched up one more time. But again, Lynn Wilson, the 44, the Sammy Lee, and the Green Weenie 4. That thing's a beauty as well. The Marlin Tribute, the super modified rail car, if you will. Looks like small. And then the 89 of Jack Tyne. Again, they'll wind them up one more time a little bit. And so give them a big wave and a cheer as they come by as our first feature event. We'll get lined up and ready to go. First here tonight. So our first feature event of the evening, everybody up in a big wave and a cheer. It's your cell phones out, flashlight mode, however you want to do it. Lighters out. Wave your hands, light your lighters, make some noise. The Illinois Vintage Racing Series. Here we go, over in turn number 2. Couple of them. We got 2, 3 maybe over there with their cell phones on. All right, I appreciate it. We'll see if we can. We got 6 features, actually. 6 features. First of 6. Feature here tonight. This one's going to be awful busy. I'm going to do my best to let you know who's up front on the pole. That'll be the 19. Jim Beatty out of Mendota, Illinois, and a Raymer alongside that, or excuse me, Schwimlin and out of Mendota alongside. Here we go. The Illinois Vintage Racing Series coming to full song down the back straightaway. Here we go. Oh my, out front of this one's going to be Steve Schwimlin, the 621. Hold on to him. 3 wide on the front straightaway. 3 wide back in the pack as well. As we're going to stay green. Here comes the 62 of Justin Rutledge. And the 58. And the 57. The 58 of Matt Raymer and the 57. Good battle for the race lead. Now here comes the 62. And it's Justin Rutledge. Rutledge going to take the race lead. 58 of Matt Raymer running in that 3rd spot. Steve Schwimlin second. The 57 of Hamburg runs in the 4th spot as they work off of turn 4. Man on the move. Look out. 58 Matt Raymer. Andrew Hamburg out of Dixon, Illinois. That 57, a driver to keep your eye on as well. As he goes to work on Steve Schwimlin, the 621 down the front straightaway. Landis will round out your top 5 in the 47 machine. Justin Rutledge out of Princeton, Illinois shows the way in that 62. Good battle back in the pack there, the 44, the 19. That'll be Keith Lucas and Jim Beatty. Ron Wilson in that 28 car right in there as well. And the 42 of John Powell. And again, that is the original car of John Powell. Meanwhile, back up front, Matt Raymer going to go after your leader in 62. Justin Rutledge and Matt Raymer going to battle for the race lead. Oh, and Matt Raymer just about lost it. Took a shortcut in the 58. Justin Rutledge going to hold the lead. Matt Raymer second. Andrew Hamburg running in 3rd. Laps winding down. Well, check that. We're halfway home. Apologize, halfway home. Rutledge, Raymer, and a Hamburg, your top 3 down the back straightaway. And now they're going to have to negotiate lap traffic as they tiptoe through lap traffic. 62 of Justin Rutledge, but here comes the 58 of Matt Raymer now. Matt Raymer out of Mendota, Illinois, looking to the outside of the 62 of Justin Rutledge. And we got a car spinning. The caution will come out. The caution is out for heat race winner 51. So if you're blind like me or just did not pay attention to it at all, and the 51 has got a pair of, fortunately, Lightning McQueen out of the event, but the 51, the Doc Hudson. Soak in the 62. Hold on. Justin Rutledge, Matt Raymer. Oh, look at this restart. I don't know. Back underway. Oh, the 47 of James Landis means business here in the restart. Oh, and a couple of cars. Oh, boy. So, Ron Wilson in the 50. So, Justin Rutledge showing the way with 6 to go. Can Raymer run him down? Landis 3rd. Here we go. James Landis in 47 might have the best hour out of the bunch. Look out on the back straightaway. They're going to touch. Oh, my. Things are heating up. They come down with a handful of laps to go. 5 to go. Wow, they are just throwing these cars in there for the race lead. Rutledge going to hold the spot, but here comes Raymer bumper to bumper. James Landis maybe sets him up. Matt Raymer going to dive to the inside, door-to-door with Justin Rutledge for the race lead in the Illinois Vintage Racing Series. A bolt move to the inside. Rutledge going to hold the spot by nose. Oh, no, and Justin Rutledge, look out. Oh, gosh. Oh, and nowhere to go for Ron Wilson. Heavy contact, the 62 and the 20. There left as well. Reserve seats still on sale. And as I mentioned, the 42 car, the original 42 that he won work to do there. Matt Raymer in 58 with 5 to go, back underway. See, it's a 47 of James Landis can run him down. Running in that third spot will be the 42 car and John Powell. Here comes James Landis in 47. He's starting to reel in the 58 of Matt Raymer. Landis going to race to the high side. Matt Raymer on the inside down the back straightaway. They're both going to run into the high side over there in 3 and 4. Now Raymer to the inside. Landis to the outside. Just can't find the traction he needs to go. Powell third, fourth. A good run for the 27 of Randy Lucas out of Princeton, Illinois. Here comes Andrew Hamburg trying to cut back through the field at 57 on the back straightaway. Keep an eye on the 57. White flags out, 1 to go. And problems for James Landis as John Powell in 42 sidesteps him for second down the back straightaway. 2 corners to negotiate out of Mendota, Illinois. And he'll pick up the Illinois Vintage Racing Series feature event. How about it for Matt Raymer? Powell second. Third will go to James Landis. So John Powell out of Springfield, Illinois in the 42 comes home second. And again, that's the original car. And the State Street Motors 58. He gets the job done here tonight as he climbs out, makes some noise. As he climbs out, we wins the Illinois Vintage Racing Series event here tonight. In the 58. How about a nice round of applause for Matt Raymer? Well, Matt, what a run here tonight. Some traction in that quarter mile. That looked awful fun.
Oh, it was a blast out there. I just hope Justin and Ryan Wilson are okay. That wreck up in 1 and 2. They're kind of team cars with us, and hate to see them get wrecked. It's hard to get parts for these cars, and I'm just so happy. I mean, we've been having such bad luck lately in the crate car and the street stock car here, and I almost didn't even know where victory lane was at this place. It's kind of been tough. So, but we love Farmer City. We come down here almost every week. It's usually an hour and 45-minute drive for us from Mendota. They do such a great job down here. I just can't say enough for Lance and the whole crew. I mean, it's just, I just don't know what to say. Thank you all to the fans tonight. You guys here, we wouldn't be able to do what we do out here. So it's the round of applause is just as much for you guys out there. So thank you so much.
There you go, Matt Raymer, your Illinois Vintage Racing Series feature winner here tonight. And while they get their pictures taken, the trophy there, we'll talk to John. Runner-up, how about a nice round of applause? John Powell out of Springfield, Illinois. And Springfield Speedway point champion in 1981. You've won some other track champions and original car, correct?
Yep, correct.
How much fun is this? You come up all the way to second there. You had a chance, had him a couple of car lengths, but a great race.
Just not enough laps.
Well, I tell you what, how fun is it to get to do this with this Illinois Vintage Racing Series?
I haven't raced in 20 years.
Tonight, your first night back?
Fourth.
Fourth night back, so congratulations. I'm sure.
This car here I bought in 1980.
Well, it's out here tonight. Oh, nice round of applause. John Powell picks up second. And again, congratulations, Matt Raymer. And how about a nice round of applause? All these folks at the Illinois Vintage Racing Series here tonight, putting on a fun, exciting show Everybody's batteries must be out on their cell phones. Nobody's lighting up their phones tonight. Well, here we go. 15 of them down and dirty. Straight stock style on Mud Boss Video. Coming off of 4, it's Nick Macklin at 16. And your pole sitter, 23 out of the white, Andrew Funk. Here we go. Andrew Funk going to storm to the race lead. There we go. Andrew Funk going to jump into the race lead. Look out, Josh Griffith, the 97. He gets sidestep 3-4 cars down the front straightaway. As he lost about 3 positions, Andrew Funk going to show the way. Nick Macklin second. Ian Keller and Darrell Dick going to battle side by side down the back stretch. So it'll be the battle for third. Right behind them, good battle for fourth. It looks like the 23 is Sean Zemer. Boy, handling problems on that 90. To the 33, Doug Burbaum now going to go to fifth. Good battle for 6. Look out, Sean Zemer. And the 22 of Chris Dick. Bumper to bumper with the 97 of Josh Griffith. They all check up in the back, and the back will stay green. Andrew Funk continues to show the way. Macklin second. Third is Ian Keller. Fourth, Darrell Dick. Good side-by-side battle down the back straightaway for that third spot. Caution will come out. A couple of cars spinning the 15 of Josh Ellington, the 71 of Darrell Lehigh. Problems over in turn number 4. Problems for the double D. The double deuce of Darrell Dick over in turn number 2. The orange 22, Darrell Dick off the pace. Slowing down the back. There we go, Street Stock feature back underway. Andrew Funk going to show the way. 16 of Nick Macklin down the back straight. We're going to battle with Ian Keller in 67. 22 at Chris Dick. I'll get that name right eventually. 33 of Doug Burbaum running in that 5th spot. Good battle side by side with Chris Dick. Now Ian Keller going to take second. Nick Macklin looking to cross him back over down the back straightaway. They almost make contact. Keller going to hold on for second. Now he's going to drift high. Macklin low. Chris Dick going to drive to the inside. A good 3-car battle for the second spot. Now Andy Thompson spinning at 63. And the caution will come back out. Here we go. Back underway. Andrew Funk showing the way. Keller running in the second spot. Going to dive to the inside. Here he comes. Ian Keller at 6-7 now. Going to dive to the inside. Andrew Funk to the outside. Good battle for the race lead. Couple of UMP point leaders. Running 1-2. Andrew Funk looking to hold him off, but Keller going to get into steam down the back straightaway. Nick Macklin runs third. Good run for him here tonight. Chris Dick fourth. Fifth is the 97 of Josh Griffith. Ian Keller for the race lead off 4. Half a car length. Good battle up front here tonight in the Street Stock feature event. Andrew Funk shows the way, but Ian Keller strong at 67. They both, again, just about make contact. Bumper to bumper. Look out. Here comes Macklin on the high side. Keller on the low side. Andrew Funk working right in the middle of the speedway. What a race. Good action here in the Street Stock division. Keller again to the inside. Andrew Funk going to hold him off down the back straightaway. Macklin third. Dick fourth. Fifth is the 97 of Josh Griffith. And then Doug Burbaum, and the 23 tonight is Jeff Watts. Watts and 23 here tonight. Check that, Sean Zemer in Z23. I apologize. 423s here tonight. That'll be Sean Zemer in 23. Back up front, the other 23A, Andrew Funk showing the way. Oh, and problems for 33 Doug Burbaum as he pulls off the speedway down the front straightaway. Andrew Funk continues to show the way. Second is the 67 of Ian Keller. Look at the battle for third. Nick Macklin, the 22 of Chris Dick side by side. Chris Dick on the bottom, 16 of Nick Macklin working the high side. Macklin going to power back around down the back straightaway. Chris Dick working the inside. A good battle side by side as they work into 3. Chris Dick will throw a slide job at him. Macklin will turn him back. Little contact made 2 to go, I believe. Down the back straightaway, the driver to right, Illinois, and a puff of smoke. Oh, a little bit of smoke from the 23A. Can he hold on? Here comes Keller. Now another puff of smoke. Might have a tire going by the wayside at 23A. Can he hold on long enough? Down the back straightaway. Another big puff of smoke. Can he hold on? Keller second. The battle for third. Macklin and Dick. Final time off of 4. Your winner, Andrew Funk, second to Keller, third at the line. Got him, Chris Dick. Fourth, they'll go to Macklin. Fifth, they'll go to 97 to Josh Griffith. Well, your winner once again here tonight in 23A. How about it for Andrew Funk? Last week was his birthday. We wished him a happy birthday. He won at Farmer City. He won at Fairbury. He wins again tonight at Farmer City. And we'll talk to him as he is having one whale of a year here through the mid part of this summer. In the Myers Farm CR, Towing and Recovering Crop Production Services 23A. And the Jensen's BP also sponsoring as he climbs out, makes some noise. So he climbs out, race fans, for Andrew Funk. Well, smoking hot here at the end. I'm not sure if we got a tire rub or what was going on here in the 23, but another feature win 2 weeks in a row. And you won last week at Fairbury, Farmer City. You're trying to do it again this weekend. Good job.
Thank you. Yeah, after that caution, I think my right rear was fried. But no, I knew Ian was going to be there and the rest of them. But I was trying to keep them off balance by going up and down. Hopefully it worked, and it did. But, man, I got to thank B&S Race Cars. Bernie's here tonight. He put a heck of a car together. Jim, Bud, Jimbo, Myers Farms, Jensen's BP, CR Towing, Richard Craven. He helped me out a bunch this week with gears and stuff. Border Magic, JF Recycling, Crop Production, Dwight and Seneca, my wife, Mom, Rick, Joel, everybody. So.
Well, I tell you what a summer you're having. Keep up the good work tomorrow night, Fairbury American Legion Speedway. Hopefully go back to back to back to back.
I sure hope so.
There you go. Andrew Funk gets her done once again here tonight. Big feature win. Seriously? 15 laps here tonight for the Pro Crate Late Models. Troy Overstreet on the pole, and AJ May, here we go. Well, AJ May with a head of steam. Rick Isaacson's going to let her go. So AJ May going to get the whole shot. Second Overstreet, but here comes Logan Moody now. 162, Logan Moody going to drive right to the high side to see if it'll stick. It will as they work off a 2 down the back straightaway. Logan Moody now to second Overstreet, back to third, having some handling issues in that 12 car. Now Jose Parga going to go after him in 6P. So Parga going to run the high side to the outside of Troy Overstreet in 12, back up front. It's AJ May showing the way, and A9 doing a number on him early. 3 in the books, 12 to go. Oh, and a big crash on the back straightaway. Big crash. And might be a red flag event. Shane Pye in the 75 and David Marlowe. Absolutely heavy contact. And wow, the M14 stopped on the back straightaway. Nowhere to go for the 75. And just, oh man. A scary moment on the back straightaway. Again, David Marlowe on the M14 and 75 of Shane Pyatt. So here we go. AJ May, Logan Moody, Troy Overstreet. Who are we going to talk to? AJ May looking pretty sporty here on the restart. 12 remain. We're back underway. Troy Overstreet and Jose Parga now going to step to the inside of Overstreet. A good side-by-side battle for the third spot. Here comes Jose Parga on the restart, now to third. Now going to go after the 162 of Logan Moody for the second spot. It's AJ May in control. The battle for second, Jose Parga and Logan Moody. Bumper to bumper for the second spot. Logan Moody getting Go to the outside, park it to the inside. Get Logan Moody down the back straightaway, park it in on tight. That's the battle for that second spot. Third is Overstreet, fourth Giannetti. Fifth is Dakota Ewing. Sixth slowing. Now got his wheels back under. It'll be Bobby Byler, but Eric Wilson can't take advantage. A.J. May pulling away. Down the front straightaway. Logan Moody, and here comes Jose Parga. Going to look to the inside. Moody will hold him off. Parga again will look to the inside. A good battle for the second spot. Oh, and Parga slips up down the back straightaway. And the caution will come out. The 7 of Christian Davis brings out a caution off of A.J. May last night. Here he is tonight, leading the crate feature. 8 remain. We are back underway. Yeah, Logan Moody second, but here comes the 6B of Jose Parga down the back straightaway. Going to look to the outside of Logan Moody for the second spot. Moody going to hold him off for the time being. Good battle. Logan Moody at 162, the 60P of Jose Parga going to run to the inside. They almost make contact. Good battle right behind them, the 17 of Bill Giannetti. And problems for the 7 again. The caution will come back out. Here we go, green flag, we're back underway. Down the back straightaway, A.J. May going to jump back to the race lead. Logan Moody second. Jose Parga running in the third spot. Good battle for that fourth spot. Troy Overstreet, the 12, the 17, and Bill Giannetti going to look to his inside. Overstreet to the outside. We'll see if Giannetti can find a way by. Good battle for that second spot. Continues on Jose Parga, the 6B. 162, Logan Moody. Now a good run for Bill Giannetti. He's gone to fourth, past the 12 of Overstreet. Overstreet trying to answer back down the back straightaway. Giannetti going to hold fourth now. Parga trying to find a way around Logan Moody. Can't get the job done. Get off the track. $10,000 to win. 2 weeks from tonight. Summer Nationals will be here. We're back underway. Pro Crate Late Model feature. 4 to go. A9 of A.J. May, Logan Moody, ew, and Jose Parga on hot and heavy, and they're going to stay green. 3 to go. This time by the battle for the second spot is A.J. May, the class of the field here tonight. The battles for that second spot. 6B of Jose Parga, the 162 of Logan Moody. Now Parga, good run at him down the back straightaway, going to take second. Logan Moody will drive it to the outside, and there comes now Jose Parga, 2 to go. Running out of time. Trying to run down the A9 of A.J. May. Can Parga track him down with 1 to go from Rick Isaacson. The Mayhem chassis. A9 shows the way. Final lap into 1 and 2. Down the back straightaway. Into 3 and off of 4. The class of the field here tonight is the A9 A.J. May, your winner. Parga second, Moody third, fourth Giannetti, fifth Overstreet, sixth Byler, seventh Dakota Ewing, eighth Eric Wilson, ninth Jim Bailey, 10th Brian Wilson. We'll talk to him down here in the victory lane. He's been close last couple of weeks. Tonight he finally gets it together, goes to victory lane. Dottie's RV and Storage, Mayhem Chassis, Multi-Fire, and the A9. Big win here tonight. DeWitt County Fairgrounds, Farmer City Raceway, A.J. May. Well, I tell you what, A.J. running back top to bottom, you this car here tonight, no doubt about it. Great job.
I appreciate that. Thanks for coming out, everybody. It's been hot. Big props to my dad. This thing's on a rail. It's fun to drive when it's like that. Doesn't take a whole lot of effort. We got a lot of crew. My mom does so much for everybody, keeps us all fed, and we always bring a lot of people, so we like it over here. Thanks for the track prep tonight. The guys stayed on the track, kept it nice. Hopefully the rest of the features put on a show for everybody.
Great job. A.J. May, your feature winner. Give him a round of applause one more time. All right, everybody up, big wave and a cheer, the modifieds. So again, 94 of Matt Cooper. And the 0 of Travis Kaler, the 57 of Mark Grosvenor, and the 69 of Thad G. 20 of them down and dirty. Modifieds down here on a gorgeous Friday night. Here at the DeWitt County Fairgrounds. Jeff Lika, Stephen Brooks looking to go back-to-back. We're underway. Lika to the outside, Brooks into the inside. A drag race down the back straightaway now. Jacob Poole get a sidestep. The 96 of Mike McKinney's got Dave Crowley to his inside. They're going to go 3 wide for the third spot up front. It is Jeff Lika showing the way. Lika shows the way. Brooks second. Good battle for that third spot. 82. Jacob Poole on a rail. Here comes Jake Poole in 8-2. Look at him go now. Going to dive to the inside of the 5 of Stephen Brooks. Oh, and Jacob Poole sideways. Now cars spinning behind him. And will stay green. Now the caution will come out. Caution out. They did get that lap in, but the caution flag flies. Not sure if that is Matt Cooper or Thad G up there. Looks like it is Matt Cooper. Problems in the 19 to go. Late models are coming up next. Modifieds back underway. McKinney going to jump to the high side in search of his first feature win here. The Farmer City Raceway right behind them. Jeffrey led for the 82 of Jacob Poole. Going to battle side by side. Good battle for that 5th spot. Jeffrey Leffer going to run to the inside. Poole going to run to the outside. Mike McKinney all over the 5 of Stephen Brooks over there in turns 1 and 2. But here comes Dave Crowley Jr. Now McKinney up over the banking. Gets it back on. The 18 of Jeffrey Leffer and the 82 of Jacob Poole trying to take advantage. Lika's still showing away. Lika shows away. Brooks second. Crowley Jr. third. McKinney fourth. 5th is Ledford. Well, and Dave Crowley Jr. now in the movement, 37 as he goes after the 5 of Stephen Brooks. Crowley Jr. at 37, third. McKinney fourth. 5th is the 18 of Jeffrey Ledford now. Ledford working right in the middle of the speedway. Jacob Poole in 82 trying to run him down. Now lap traffic is Thad G, the first car to go a lap down as they work into turns 3 and 4. Thad G going to go a lap down as Lika goes by him. Here comes Stephen Brooks now going to have to negotiate through lap traffic. Good battle for that third spot as the 37 of Dave Crowley Jr. goes by. Problems for the 2L. Justin Lika might have problems in that 2L machine. A big puff of smoke from the 2L. Brooks holding on for second. Crowley Jr. third. McKinney fourth. Now they're bunched up behind the lap car. Jacob Poole, the 18 of Jeffrey Ledford. Poole going to go by, so Poole now to 4th. Check that 5th. Poole 5th, Ledford 6th. 7th is the 13 of Lucas Gash, but here comes Jeffrey Ledford back around the outside of 82, Jacob Poole. 2L Justin Lika continuing to smoke as the lap car, Thad G, proving to be problems for some of these drivers that put a lap on him now. As Lika continues to roll down the back straightaway and dominate the field. Now and a car spinning over in 4. And the caution is out. Second time spinning around for the 94 of Max. South 3L Jeff Lika showing the way. Brooksy second. 10 down, 10 to go. Here we go. See if Mike McKinney can make that high side work here tonight. That 96 machine down the back straightaway. Jacob Poole going to run to his inside. Now they're going to run to the outside in 3 and 4. The bottom of 1 and 2. Here comes Stephen Brooks in 5. After your race leader, Jeff Lika here on the restart. Now they're going to run low in 1 and 2, high in 3 and 4. Padding in line here at the Farmer City Raceway. Jacob Poole now digging for the 4th spot. Going to take it away from Mike McKinney. Brooksy better in 3 and 4. Lika better in 1 and 2. Good gaggle of cars for that 3rd spot. McKinney in 96, 82 Jake Poole, the 37 of Dave Crowley Jr. 3 cars under a blanket for the 3rd spot down the back straightaway. Stephen Brooks continues to try to track down the 3L at Jeff Lika. Lika continues to hold him off. Brooks second. Crowley Jr., Jacob Poole, Mike McKinney, 3 cars dogging each other for the 2nd spot. Brooksy coming after 3L at Jeff Lika. Lika get to hold him off. Justin Lika 2L into the wall. And his night is over. Problems for the 2L of Justin Lika. His father, Jeff, continues to lead, but here comes Stephen Brooks in 5 again down the hill. Can't find a way behind Mike McKinney. Now back to 3rd. Oh, and Dave Crowley Jr. with some damage in the 37 machine. As McKinney slips up, Crowley Jr. trying to go back by. Jacob Poole down to 3rd. Dogfight for that 3rd spot. It's Jacob Poole, Mike McKinney, and Dave Crowley Jr. Brooksy, meanwhile, trying to track down your race leader, Jeff Lika. Down the back straightaway, Lika still showing away. The battle for 3rd, still a good one. Problems for Rory Overmeyer. His night's over. Down the back straightaway, still good battle for that 3rd spot, Jacob Poole and Mike McKinney. Jeff Lika continues to show the way with 2 to go. Lika, Brooks, Poole, McKinney, and Dave Crowley Jr. white flag the next time by. And the impressive Mullins Power 3L dominating once again here tonight. Brooks 2nd, Poole 3rd, 4th McKinney, 5th Crowley. Final time. McKinney will drive to the outside of Jacob Poole. Good battle for 3rd down the back straightaway. It'll come down to the line. Meanwhile, back up front, winning yet again at Farmer City, Jeff Lika. 2nd to Brooks. The battle for 3rd at the line. Too close to call, believe Poole. And then McKinney and Dave Crowley Jr. round out your top 5. Fourth unofficially, and your winner out of Buffalo. Current point leader, he adds to that. How about it for Jeff Lika? Not a big round of applause. Another feature win. I think that's number 6 here at Farmer City. Quite a few of them. The Lika Tree Service, Littleton, AFCO, Kids Castle, Fire Nail, Buda Burt Transmission, Kirkland Carpet, Wiseman Garage. What a difference a year makes. He gets in this impressive race car. Mullins race engine under the hood, and he has been absolutely pretty much unstoppable here. Another big win here at Farmer City. How about a nice round of applause? How about a race fans for Jeff Lika? Well, track's a little different, but same result. Another big win here at Farmer City. Congratulations, Jeff.
Yeah, you got to take your hats off to the guys who prepped the track here and everybody at Farmer City. They did such a good job, and all the fans come out supporting us. You know, it means a lot. But, man, well, I got a good race car, and I got good help, behind me. And everybody on this race car sponsors me. I got to say thanks to them. It means a lot. Get a picture with her.
Hey, man. All right, big feature win. How about it for Jeff Lika? The late models will be coming up next. Looks like Scott Schmidt and Kevin Weaver on the front row. The 25-lap affair. $1,200 going to be on the line. Who's it going to be here tonight? And again tomorrow night, $10,000 to win the Legion Speedway. Tickets still on sale, reserve tickets. www.fairburyspeedwaytickets.com. 2 weeks away here in the Farmer City Raceway. Check the website, www.farmercityracing.com. Who's it going to be? The 800 horsepower, fire-breathing, mud-slinging, ground-pounding UMP Super Late Models 25 times off 4. Here we go. Out the back straightaway, Scott Schmidt going to rocket to the race lead. Kevin Weaver going to run right in the middle of the speedway. It'll be Scott Schmidt, Kevin Weaver, the drag race off of 4. Schmidt going to nose ahead. And the caution will come out. 53, Curtis Hobbs stopped over in Joe Harlan. And the Reaper, 42, McKay, wing of the 30 of Mike Glasscock, and the J12 of Jason Wagner. Back at it here at Farmer City. Yeah, some go low, some go high down the back straightaway. And McKay, we're going to do a third. McKay Winger looking to the outside of Kevin Weaver for the second spot here in the opening lap. Down the front, so it'll be Scott Schmidt showing the way. McKay Winger looking to the outside of Kevin Weaver for the second spot. He's going to take it down the back straightaway. McKay Winger to second. Kevin Weaver back to third, fourth, Harlan fifth, Glasscock sixth, Wagner is seventh. Will be the 10 of Paul Parker. Out of the back straightaway, Kevin Weaver coming to the 42. McKay Winger now. Winger going to slide to the inside. Scott Schmidt's there. It's side-by-side battle momentarily. Scott Schmidt going to drive away. Winger second, Weaver third. Fourth is Harlan. Fifth is the 30 of Mike Glasscock. Wagner's running in that sixth spot. Back up front. McKay Winger in the middle. Scott Schmidt on the top. Good racing action for the lead. Winger will get a dive to the inside. Scott Schmidt blows up the cushion over there in turn one. It allows Winger to dive inside of him. No contact. Scott Schmidt going to hold on. Again, working right around the top side. McKay Winger working right in the middle of the speedway. Going to go out right here tonight second. Now Scott Schmidt going to drive to the inside. Winger to the bottom. Weaver to the bottom. And the high side in 3 and 4. Here comes McKay Winger. Look out. May have a pass for the race lead as he works off of 4. Back to the cushion. Scott Schmidt going to hold the race lead. But here comes McKay Winger. Not to be denied, the Reaper for the race lead down the back straightaway. Got it. McKay Winger now showing the way. What a run for the Reaper here tonight at Farmer City. Wheels up. The Bob Pierce Platinum 4-2. Wow. Showing the way. Scott Schmidt second, Weaver third, Harlan fourth, Glasscock fifth. Good run for the Reaper here tonight. Schmitty second. Third, Kevin Weaver now. Weaver going to go after Scott Schmidt. Going to dive to the inside. Problems for 53, Curtis Hobbs. So let Winger get out away from him and see if they can gather him back in now. Weaver to the inside. Schmidt to the outside. Gets side-by-side battle for the second spot on the front straightaway. Harlan runs in fourth. Glasscock fifth. Get Weaver to the inside of Scott Schmidt. Good battle for second. Schmidt going to hold on. Weaver third. Harlan fourth. Fifth, Glasscock. Weaver again will look to the inside of Schmidt. Schmidt going to hold him off. Good racing action for the second spot as Winger has slowed the pace considerably now. Here comes Scott Schmidt. Tires might be going away already in the 42, or he's just slowing the pace, one of the two. Still showing away. Scott Schmidt trying to run him down. He's second. Third will be B12, Kevin Weaver. The track's starting to really slow down as well, but here comes Scott Schmidt using that high side momentum. Trying to run down the 42, going to drive to the inside. Could have a battle for the race lead now. Car length will separate the pair. Good racing action up front. A dandy here at the Farmer City Raceway tonight. 42, 10, 12Z. Winger continues to lead. Scott Schmidt second. Having trouble on that cushion. Over at 3 and 4 now. Winger going to go to the inside. Scott Schmidt going to go to the outside. Down the back straightaway. Here comes Scott Schmidt using that high side momentum. Winger's going to have to find a way by the lap car. Malin Sip and 88S. It allows Weaver to sit in the catbird seat. Winger will dive to the inside. Scott Schmidt to the outside. We'll see if... Oh, and Stipp doesn't let him by. Here comes Scott Schmidt. Sometimes better to be second than first. They dice through lap traffic. Scott Schmidt trying to set up McKay Winger as they work through lap traffic. Alan Stipp won't let the Reaper go by now. McKay Winger will throw a slider. Here comes Scott Schmidt with that of Steve. Going to dive to the inside. Winger's there. Good side-by-side battle for the race lead. Winger, Schmidt, Weaver, 1, 2, 3, right there. McKay Winger going to hold the spot. Scott Schmidt second, Kevin Weaver third. Good run here tonight at Farmer Cities. McKay Winger now diving to the inside. Scott Schmidt to the outside. He can't make the pass up. Billy up. Here comes Scott Schmidt for the race lead. Schmidt going to dive to the inside. Winger's there. The drag race off at turn number 4. Winger going to hold the lead. Scott Schmidt now going to race to the outside. He's trying to set up McKay Winger in lap traffic. Winger can't get by the 33. And Scott Schmidt will take the race lead. Winger gets into the lap car. The caution will come out. Oh, man. So McKay Winger gets into the lap car of 33. Billy Huff. McKay Winger apparently going to hold his spot. Here we go. Back underway, back at him. Winger showing the way in the 42. Scott Schmidt second, Weaver third. Down the back straightaway, McKay Winger still shows the way. Scott Schmidt second, Kevin Weaver third. Scott Schmidt going to try to diamond off the corner in 10. 5 to go. 5 laps remain. McKay Winger, Scott Schmidt, Kevin Weaver. 1, 2, 3, Harlan fourth. Schmidt again will work to the inside over in 3 and 4. 4 to go. Scott Schmidt looking for a big feature win. McKay Winger showing the way. Winger, Schmidt, Weaver, Harlan, and a good run for the 10 of Paul Parker here tonight. Three to go this time by. It's McKay Winger showing the way. Winger, Schmidt, Weaver, 1, 2, 3. Harlan fourth, Paul Parker fifth. White flag on the field, 1 to go. Scott Schmidt second, Kevin Weaver third. Final time down the back straightaway. Into 3 and off of 4. McKay Winger wins at Farmer City. Schmidt second, Weaver third. Pontiac RV, Central Illinois Buildings. Pierce race car. Had a tough time with the lap car in 33, but he finds a way to win here tonight. As he climbs out, makes some noise for McKay Winger. How about a big wave and a cheer? So 11 to Dirk Davis and the 43, the Jake Momper machine, do not make the call. We're going to go with 20 of them. 15 laps, $300 on the line here tonight. Here we go. Balasor going to jump out to the race lead, but here comes Dallas Strong in 24. Jeremy Reed and Adam Webb. On the opening lap, it'll be the B10 of Michael Balathor battling with the 24. Dallas Straw going to jump out to the race lead. Balathor second. Here comes the 33 of Jeremy Reed. The 40 of Adam Webb all the way up the speedway. Looking at that high side. Good battle now with the 83D of Dallas Lug. Lug in the 83, going to dive to the inside of 40 of Adam Webb. They're going to work side by side down the back straightaway. Now 3 cars under a blanket as they go after the 24 Dallas Strunk. Looking to go 3 wide. Look out, here comes Adam Webb now. And Balathor gets into the bumper of Jeremy Reed. Look out, here comes Adam Webb now. And a little bit of contact, but first clean and green down the back straightaway. Dallas Strong in 24. Shows the way. Jeremy Reed second. Adam Webb third. Michael Balathor kind of slipping back as Lug in the 83. Going to dive to his inside. And the 9 car of Brian Devers. Now running in the 4 spot as Dallas Strong on point here tonight in 24. Jeremy Reed second, Adam Webb third. Brian Devers fourth, Lug fifth in 83. Down the back straightaway, the 24 continues to lead. That'll be Dallas Strong. Jeremy Reed running in that second spot, $100 for second. I got to look at something. All right. Dallas Shaw continues to lead as he works off at turn 4, but heavy lap traffic in front of your race leaders. They're going to have to negotiate lap traffic. As they work through lap traffic down the front straightaway. Stock continues to lead. Jeremy Reed and Adam Webb putting on a show for that second spot. Adam Webb going to dive to the inside of the 33 of Jeremy Reed. Dallas Strock continues to lead, but cars all over the speedway right in front of him. Look out down the front straightaway. It's going to allow Jeremy Reed and the 40 of Adam Webb to gather him in. Dallas Strock down the back straightaway. Carving through traffic like a hot knife through butter, bringing Jeremy Reed and Adam Webb along with him down the front straightaway. There they are, 24, 33, and 40. 1, 2, and 3. Dallas Strock. Here comes Jeremy Reed as they got Dallas Strock pinched in lap traffic down the back straightaway. Jeremy Reed. He's got company in the 40 of Adam Webb, going to run to his outside. Here comes Adam Webb now for second. And they're side by side looking to go 4 wide through lap traffic. They do. 4 wide here in the Hornet feature. Reed continues to be second. Adam Webb third. And fifth is the 9 car of Brian Evers. The white flag is out, 1 to go. Dallas Strock trying to hustle the car around the quarter mile. Final lap. Here comes Jeremy Reed down the back straightaway. Jeremy Reed in 33, 24, Dallas Strock, $300 on the line. Your winner, 24, Dallas Strock is your winner. Reed second, third, Adam Webb. Fourth, I believe, goes to the 9 of Brian Devers. Fifth to the A10 of Michael Balathor. Excuse me, fifth to the 83 of Dallas Lugg. Dallas Lugg fifth, and sixth goes to the A10 of Michael Balathor. You'll get a trophy from $100 and a trophy from K&S Furniture. As he climbs out, makes some noise for Dallas Stroud. Well, real quick, I tell you what, Dallas, you've been close all summer long. And tonight, the Hornet Special, you win. What a night to win. Good job.
Thank you.
You got any sponsors or anybody you want to thank on this 24 machine?
I want to thank my grandpa, Kenny, and John King Chains for sponsoring me.
Well, there you go. You got $300, a trophy, and you got a $100 bonus. Look at all that good stuff right there. How about it one more time for the 24 Dallas Stroud, your winner here tonight.